Have you ever found yourself waking up in the stillness of the early morning hours, somewhere between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., and wondered why it happens? Most people assume it's just a random sleep disturbance, but what if there's more to it than that? What if those moments of wakefulness are not accidents but invitations, opportunities to connect with something greater than yourself? Dolores Cannon, a renowned author and regression therapist known for her pioneering work on altered states of consciousness and the subconscious mind, believed that these early morning awakenings often hold deep spiritual significance. Through decades of research into metaphysics, past life regression, and soul evolution, she uncovered profound insights into why these particular hours may be spiritually charged and what they reveal about our journey. This exploration draws on her ideas and other spiritual traditions to reveal the deeper meaning behind waking up during these mystical hours. The thinning of the veil between worlds. One of the most widely discussed reasons for waking up during this time relates to the concept of the veil between the physical and spiritual worlds becoming thinner. Many traditions refer to this period, especially around 3 a.m., as the witching hour. Far from being something sinister, this term actually reflects a time when the boundaries separating our material reality from the unseen dimensions of spirit are at their weakest. People often describe sensing a presence, receiving vivid dreams, or waking up with a profound feeling of calm or purpose during these hours. According to Canon, these moments can mark opportunities for spiritual awakening. They may be times when your spirit guides, angels, or even your higher self are trying to connect with you. Instead of dismissing these awakenings as meaningless, she encouraged people to remain open and reflective, to consider what messages might be coming through in these rare, quiet moments when the rest of the world sleeps. Energetic connections and calls from others. Another explanation for waking up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. is that someone somewhere is energetically calling out to you. The early hours of the morning are remarkably quiet, not just in the physical sense, but energetically as well. The distractions of daily life have faded, and the human mind is calmer, creating a perfect environment for subtle, energetic impressions to be felt. Dolores Cannon often spoke about the power of thought as energy. Thoughts are not confined to the mind. They extend beyond us and can traverse spiritual dimensions. When someone is thinking of you intensely, perhaps missing you, needing help, or sending out emotional energy, it can act as a signal that reaches you on an unseen level. Waking up during these hours could be your soul's way of responding to that call. If you find yourself waking up consistently at this time and someone comes to mind almost instantly, pay attention. Cannon encouraged people to trust their intuition in these situations because such occurrences are rarely random. That sudden thought of a person may be more than coincidence. It could be a soul-level communication, a reminder of the invisible threads that connect us all. Receiving creative downloads and insights. The hours between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. are also a time when many people experience an outpouring of creative ideas and solutions. This phenomenon is not merely psychological. It aligns with the state of consciousness that occurs when the conscious mind is quiet and the subconscious is fully engaged. In these moments, it is vital to capture what comes through. Many people keep a journal by their bedside for this reason. Writing down these early morning revelations can reveal patterns over time and help you recognize that these are not fleeting thoughts but profound guidance. By honoring these downloads and reflecting on them, you begin to see how your subconscious mind, and perhaps something even greater, is actively working to lead you toward growth and transformation. A sacred window for spiritual practice. Beyond specific messages or signs, these early hours hold an intrinsic sacredness. Across spiritual traditions, the time before dawn has long been regarded as ideal for prayer, meditation, and connection with the divine. It is during this period that the world is at its quietest, distractions are minimal, and the mind is naturally more contemplative. Dolores Cannon often spoke about how this time creates a powerful environment for introspection and spiritual communion. When the veil between dimensions is thin and your mind is free from the clutter of daily life, you are more capable of touching that vast universal consciousness that lies beyond the surface of ordinary awareness. If you wake up during these hours, consider it an invitation rather than an inconvenience. Use the time to meditate, to breathe deeply, or simply to sit in silence. In doing so, you may find yourself gaining clarity on questions that have troubled you or receiving insights that help you navigate life with greater wisdom and peace. The mystery of astral projection, perhaps one of the most fascinating connections to waking during this time, is the phenomenon of astral projection. Cannon's work in regression therapy often touched on experiences where people left their physical bodies and traveled in non-physical realms during sleep. She observed that the early morning hours are particularly conducive to such experiences, as the body is deeply relaxed and the mind hovers between wakefulness and sleep. If you find yourself waking during these hours and feel sensations of floating, vibrations, or an unusual sense of lightness, you may be on the threshold of an astral experience. Cannon advised approaching such phenomena with respect and curiosity, and she recommended journaling these experiences to integrate their meaning fully into your waking life. Messages from guardian angels. Another comforting interpretation of waking between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., especially if it happens at a specific time, like 3:33, is that it may be a sign from your guardian angel. Spiritual traditions across the world affirm that each of us is accompanied by guiding forces, unseen protectors, who watch over us and help steer us toward our highest good. Dolores Cannon suggested that repeated awakenings at precise times could indicate an attempt by these spiritual guides to get your attention. Perhaps you've been seeking answers, praying for guidance, or asking for confirmation about a decision. These wake-up calls could be the response, a quiet nudge from the spiritual realm to reassure you that you are heard and supported.